Hello, good day. It's another face-off. It's between the CVs. I'm just going to call it CVs from now on. It's less offending. This is a no model, like no stamp. Got the old thumb notch. Like I said, no stamp. It's a tiny bit loose in the scales. Got a cracked scale at the end. Did have a bit of string when I bought it, but I picked it off, which I shouldn't have done. But anyway, I'm going to replace the scales. And for some reason, these scales stink, and they smell horrible. It's horrible even when they get wet. So the grind on this is something I'd call kind of, well, I'd say half hollow. Quite excited to shave that because I don't think I've got many half hollows. And the other little CV is this number 23. So I've got some marks on there. And this, I think, is the bigger brother to the 24, I believe. Anyway, sorry for pronunciation, but it says Kumla Jan Red Scapsnell. Kumla. It's probably just a department store. You can see it. It's hard to pick up. But anyway, yes, yeah, fits nice in the scales and everything. This one is the number 23 is 18mm, and the one with no model stamp is just over, well, it's about 19.5 basically. And as you can see, it's got a real nice shape to it. I think this has been modified up this end a little tiny bit, because they don't normally go like that. They normally come to quite a point really. But I don't mind them like that because they can be a bit snatchy, them points. Anyway, without further ado, got to go and pick the little lady up. I ain't actually had, well, I've had a shower today, but I ain't had a shower before my shave today. But I've been warming my skin up with a flannel and really hot water. First go giving that, so first go at that, so we'll give it a whirl. In fact, number 23's like its little brothers and sisters. Should be a mighty fine shave. I shaved with a little, I think it's a Hellberg the other day. I'll tell you what, that is that sharp. That feels like that's going to take your thumb off when you do the little thumb test thing on it. Really, really grabs. That's kind of like a full wedge. It's just amazing, amazing steel on that one. You know, people talk about that higher content of carbon, and I think the Japanese even sort of made one sort of called, I think it was called K120. Right, so this is the number 24. Stropped it off camera like I normally do. And like most Swedes, once you get them in a good shape, it's like they're not shaving, but they are. Amazing. For just that single pass with the grain, that's tight to my skin. Pardon? All these razors at the moment, I've got one of them Thüringen stones, the German stone, the Ischner. Yeah, well, it's took it all off with no bother whatsoever. Sometimes the wedges can be a tiny bit, well, it's near wedge, but it's good as wedge. They can sometimes be a bit almost scrapey, I guess, but that is not. Right. So we go this one. Very different sound. It felt like almost like a bit bitty on the edge. Sorry, like, and under the microscope it didn't show that. It weren't jaggedy at all. It's not got massive magnification, my thing, but wow. I think that is one of my only half hollows, and do you know what? I might even be selling my MK32 over this, because I can't keep too many of the same brand. It's greedy. Very impressed. Got a little weeper, but hey, what's life without a bit of blood, eh? Very impressed. Like I said, the edge felt a bit bitty. It's not that grippy on the old thumb. It's literally got the littlest, thinnest bevel I've ever produced. Like, when you try and catch it in the sun, like some of them you can catch it in the sun, you can see reflections off of it. Like, you can this obviously because it's a little mirror edge, but you can barely find it. It's just tiny. Even under my microscope it's still little. Mad. If anybody knows why that is, feel free to mail me, I'd be very interested. I just assume it's the grind basically. And again, these scales stink, like in a horrible way. It's really strange. So even if it weren't broke, and if I was thinking of keeping it, they'd be gone. Because it's not pleasant, I tell you. I think it is that, is it camphor? Something from memory, something beginning with C. Camphor. That's all I've got. Making a bit of a mess there. Just feels like an inch over. Until you can hear it get in the ears. Lovely. That's that little number 23. See, like where that bit's been worked on, that helps me with going into this bit because of the way my face works. Will my left hand ever get as good as my right? No, is the answer. All those years of neglect. And all those men before me. I cheated then, did you see? I started using my right. Right, the winner is obviously CV. I believe it's the number 23. Yeah, lovely jubbly. Right, I'm going to love you and leave you because I've got to get cleaned up and get going a bit sooner today. Same old routine. Lather the old face up quick. Get some of that moisture back in hopefully. Clean everything. Strop. Dry properly. Tuck away. Ready for the next time. Right, I'll see you later. Wish you all a good day. See you later. Bye.